Hey, good evening, everyone. You know, here we are, the beginning of October. We know the winter is coming, but we've been blessed with a cold snap and then some beautiful warm weather. Our trees took a little beating. They thought it was winter, but most of them are still thriving. This is our lilac bush. Look at the size of that. It won't give us any more flowers now. They did give us two blooms, one very early in the spring and again towards the end of the summer. Take a walk along here, see how everyone is doing. Okay, what do we have here? That's the purple smoke bush. Bush or tree. This is a weeping Norway spruce. Now I know it's kind of hard to see at night, but this thing looks sort of almost like it's bent and broken, but yet that's the way it's meant to be. And right back here we have another purple smoke bush. This one did even better. This one thinks it's a tree, but it's just a bush. It'll be cut back. And our flower beds are all in here, but I did want to go back. And here's our little barbecue grill back there. That's where we cook a lot of goodies. Right here, these are red twigs located along here. And then we're going to go into the forsythia, patch of forsythia. This is our wall, our green wall. This is a couple of the branches broke last year. We stuck them in the ground, and lo and behold, we have a baby forsythia. This should catch up to the big guys next year. And here, this is a beautiful, beautiful grass. The grass is almost like feathers. That's a morning light miscanthus, located right next to another red twig, and of course, our weeping cherry right here. We'll take a walk this way. Our hydrangeas are still blooming. Last week, with that really cold snap, they sort of shrunk up, but all of a sudden, they've been sending out some beautiful flowers again. And that's all in here, and of course, this is even on the other side here. You could see some down there, and this one here is going to explode in the next day or two if we get a couple of more warm days, which we think we will. Again, that's the hydrangea. Bushy, beautiful flowers. Another one right here. When we got these, we just had small little pots of them. We put them in various places, not knowing where they're really going to grow the best. But it seems like wherever we've put them, they've grown really, really nice. This is our hedges around one of our larger trees. Some of these trees have been here for years and years, and I don't know, but I appreciate stuff like that. Just like a little standing tree there. God knows how many cold nights and how many people came around this tree or what it was like, but it's been a lot of years in this tree. When maybe 15 years ago, the tree, see where the split is? Something was going on in there, and we had to take a big chunk of this out. So what does it do? 2 years later, it springs back and grows bigger than ever. Anyway, that's the way it goes. I'm gonna go this way. We're not gonna get too many more nights like this. You can see the top of some of our bushes. This is where you can come out and have a little barbecue, sit down, have a card game on the table, or does anybody play cards anymore? Or is everything video and electronic? Who knows? Anyway, we go here. We have another assembly. This is taking us out to the parking lot. But notice once you park your car, you come across our red rock. We got these red rocks imported. This is not like a shale. This is real red rock that's crushed up. And we use it in all our walkways because it's environmentally safe. When it rains, the rain goes right through the pebbles into the water table, and of course it also gives moisture to all our plants, so it serves a twofold purpose. Notice what happens is that right before the winter time, these grasses want to survive next year. So what they do is they send out these plumes like these. See those little tips up there? Those are all seeds. That's all seeds on the top of it. And what does this plant wish for? A nice strong wind to come along, so they send them flying around. But this is what's done. This is how nature takes care of itself. Over here, became one of my favorite little islands. We have dozens of islands. You'll see when you come here. Each one, it's going to sound crazy, but each one is sectioned off because this soil over here is actually different than this soil over here. And what happens is that even though they are 5 or 6 feet away from each other, sometimes one plant or bush or a tree planted on the opposite side doesn't do well. But if you move it, all of a sudden it springs up like a teenager. They just shoot up. This is only the second year. This is one of my favorite trees. This is all purple-leafed forest pansy. I'll show you a quick sign on that one. That's what that one's called. Now, this thing stays purple all summer long. Velvety purple leaves. And I went to look today, and it looks to me like when they start drying up and they're going to start to die, it looks like they turn green. And that's like backwards. Most of the trees are green and then turn shades of rose and orange and everything else. But it looks like they're turning green. Who knows? Right here we had a little rose bush that we stuck all the way in here, and we didn't know what was going to happen. And actually, it's still giving us roses. Okay, now right here, I have a hostas plant, and you'll notice that it's kind of brown. They really can't take the frost, but also, all these tips are chewed off here. And the reason why we put so many hostas plants around is that we know the rabbits love them. So I don't mind planting an extra half a dozen of these around the property when they become feed for the rabbits, because it's wonderful taking a walk in the morning and having one of these little guys run near your feet. It's just beautiful. You know, it's nature at its best. It's Bambi. This right here, the willow capria, this is only 3 years old, this tree. This tree, 3 years old, and it got like this, and it's one of the most gorgeous trees we have on the property. I can't show you the leaves now because it's nighttime, but these are beautiful leaves. It doesn't, when you say a willow, everyone thinks those things that hang. No, they send out branches, and the little leaves hang. Just the leaves hang from the tree. And right here, we have some grasses. And right here, a weeping cherry tree. Okay, we'll continue part 2 tomorrow. Gotta go. Have a great night, everybody.